What's up everybody, my name is CoalFire and welcome to the Molten Rock. This is a 2D action platformer that looked like it had a really kick-ass art style, so I wanted to get in and see what the hell was going on. This is just the prologue, so I think it's only the first 20 or 30 minutes of what the game is going to be, so yeah, let's go. Nice mask, bro. Hell's Void, the most dangerous region in the world. It's a void in Earth created many centuries ago. Out of that void, many creatures, now known as elementals, came out. Those creatures caused havoc and destruction. Humanity's extinction was at risk. All the kingdoms of the continent Finra had to unite to fight the creatures. They barely managed to win the war and drove the creatures back to the void. In order to prevent future elemental invasions, human built a fortress right below the surface of Hell's Void, and also built other fortresses further down the void while clearing it. Now, at the present time, only a small part of that region has been explored. Once somebody is enrolled to serve there, it's impossible for them to come back to the surface. Average lifespan of soldiers is 3 months. All criminals from all kingdoms are directly sent there. There was a soldier who had survived far beyond the average. He was so mysterious, nobody knew him. He had embraced the fact that there was nothing else for him to do, other than slaying monsters. His goal in life had become to kill as many as he could, before being defeated, because he knew he'd die there eventually. I will tell the story of that soldier. Careful you can't block strong attacks. Okay. Prologue. 1. Human Camp. Okay, so... Oh, I can't believe they left to patrol without me. I wonder if they could survive the... what? Hi, friend. Oh, I'm supposed to be using a controller for this. There we go. Right stick? Okay. Hey, you're very late. Your squad has already left to patrol. Go the other way. Okay. Interesting. So, X is a normal attack. Y is a stab attack. A is jump. B is a dodge roll. Left trigger is block. Uh-oh. Did I just throw that at my buddy over there? Left bumper is throw. It doesn't look like right stick does anything. And... oh, the D-pad swaps between my items. Okay. Do I have... oh, I do have stamina. Okay, cool. Hi, friends. Grab the platform by holding the jump button to get on top of it. Anyway, this head of the insectoid I killed the other day. It's a little strange to me that the dialogue auto moves on instead of allowing the player to read it and then press a button to have it move on. It goes pretty quickly, but I guess most people won't be reading it aloud either, though. What are all these barrels in here? Okay, so immediately teaching me that I can... what is this? What? Can I break this somehow? Oh, there we go. Oh, we can move things. Alright. Also a little weird to me that the button to start interacting and stop interacting are different. I can light unlit torches. Hi, friend. I told them to wait for you, but they insisted to go on their... they insisted to go on their own. I hope they've all come back alive and well. Cool. Boop. Okay. That might be a good use for the right stick, actually having that associated with the motion. Know what I mean? That seem reasonable? Do I just need to keep... Ah, okay. Hold the jump button to grab on higher platforms. Yes. 2, the outskirts. I can... What? Okay. Rest. This definitely takes some inspiration from the Souls games, as at least it very much seems so. Okay, we got some actual platforming sections. Cool. It actually feels pretty good. The platforming feels really, really responsive. The air control and all that. Loot. Is that what I saw? Or use? There it is. Need to grab up there. What's up, head? How you doing, man? Ah, I see. So it looks like there's gonna be a lot of like puzzles, maybe? I don't know. What's up? Why is the gear missing? I can't open the gate? Now I'm forced to go through the tunnel, which has been declared too dangerous for months. Okay, where... There we go. Okay, so it seems like the boxes for interacting are kind of small. 3, the sewers. Activate. Light? Oh, cool, I can actually, like, light my way and everything. This mechanism is the only thing keeping the monsters away? So do I have to, like, turn it off or something? I can't walk into it. Can't break anything there. Am I supposed to, like, roll through this or something? Yeah, B is roll. Oh. Instant kill. Cool. So can I, like, interact with this in some way? Throwing knife? Throwing knife. Oh, I can break it. That's a little weird to me. I don't know, it didn't seem like there was a lot of indication that it could be damaged. Because there's, like, all this stuff in the background, too. Okay, light that. Destroy you. We haven't seen any combat yet. Wait, what's going on over here? Is this an elevator? It is an elevator! Okay, what's over here first? Requires handle. Okay, so I need to essentially get the key before I can move on. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sensey sense. Alright, down we go. Downward, elevator steed! Take me into the depths below. What? Okay, this one... Oh, it changes direction. Interesting. Oh. The smell is more intense here? Did you mention a smell earlier? I just didn't see it? Dead body. Who knows how long it's been here? Well, it's been picked completely clean, but it looks like there's still blood on the ground, so... I don't know. Maybe very recently, but... Destroy this mechanism too. Okay, so when you're out of stamina, you're out of stamina. You can't do anything. Pick a new handle. Okay. Are you gonna introduce... Yep, you're gonna introduce combat in a section like this. That's a little weird. Fuck, man! Wow. Okay. Oh, fuck me, man. You're just still... I don't know if I like the combat in this. At least not being introduced on an enemy like this. Because I really don't have any familiarity with the combat, and we're getting introduced to an enemy that already has power. Oh my god, really? Well, this definitely seems like a way I can cheese it. Hey, we killed him! I think I just have to die here, right? Yep. Unless there's a way to throw it that I'm not aware of. Interesting. It doesn't seem like that's the intention, but I haven't messed around enough to see if like that's actually like. Can you throw this? Like if I block or hit X or Y or A? No, there's just put it down. Weird. Okay, awesome. We can light you. What are these? It looked like they were just like a little light earlier. I can do this. Lordy, lordy, lord, okay. This is some precise shit. Awesome. That was actually pretty tense. I like that one. I need to grab this chain. Well, then let's follow the on-screen prompt. Careful, you can't block strong attacks. Yeah, I also think there needs to be a little bit better tell between what's a light attack and what's a heavy attack. Because at this point, it seems like it's just a learning process. Where is everybody? They all had to be here. This is so strange. Okay. Okay, so it actually has some, like, momentum to it. Cool. Why did we get some boxes? That's why we got some boxes. And then we put you on you. Interact. Oh, there we go. Alright. Hope nothing bad has happened to my squad. Okay, so can I... What am I supposed to do about that, then? Okay, yeah, R use... B to drop. So can I stand, like... Okay, there we go. That's kind of cool. Anything interesting going on here? No one defending the gate. Alright. I'm guessing somebody is supposed to be there, then? Right, is there anything going on up top? No? Well, this is a fun little ride. Let's get off and go. More blood. Shit, dude. Fuck me! I can't dodge out of it! Whoa! What was that? Okay, I don't mean this in any sense to be, like, mean to the developer or anything like that. The combat, from what I have seen so far, sucks. It does. And, I don't have any throwing knives. the enemies don't have great tells. The actions that you have don't feel all that responsive, and I don't know how well balanced the stamina system is. I'm gonna have to pay a little bit more attention to that next time around. Is there a way I can refill these? Okay, grab. Weird. Okay, so then I can interact, and then I can grab that, and then I can drop this. It might be better, personally at least, on a controller, to have right bumper or right trigger used to grab things, and then you just hold it down to continue grabbing, because this click right stick and B to drop thing, it's pretty awkward, just because the right stick isn't used for anything else. It's used as a button, and there's already 2 buttons on the controller that aren't being used. So let's throw and up. Up and over. Here we go. And this time we have more throwy bits. Oh, come on. Alright, let's okay, that wasn't a heavy attack. Okay, so sometimes jump attacks are heavy attacks, and sometimes they're not. It looks like he has 3 attacks. He has the jump attack, he had an axe, and he had a sword. And I think the sound effect dictates whether or not it's a heavy attack or not. And I don't know how much I like that. Let's interact and tippy tappy tippy tap. Top 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 top. Oh, there we go. And I died. It is nice that enemies don't respawn, though. I was expecting that with the, like, bonfire system. I can see one breathing. I better help him. What happened? Who did this? It was him. He did this. Him? Who? Speak. He was after you. Who? Speak. He said they had made a mistake putting you here. Breathe. No, no, no. He died. Oh, of course he fucking plays the pronoun game. I've kept my identity secret. How could they find out where I was? Oh, yep. Those immediately looked like they were gonna break. That's fantastic art design for those. That was immediately apparent. That's really good. I really like that. Yeah, I gotta say, of everything mechanically, the platforming feels the best. And since this said it was like an action platformer, it definitely feels more like a platformer than it does any kind of action. Okay, okay, we can block that one. Okay, that's... Oh, and you can just attack twice in a row. Oh, come on. I feel like I really have to focus on this stuff, because... Okay, so you do get some, like, block frames, or some iframes. Stop it! When you dodge. What? You're just sliding around, buddy? Okay. Yeah, that one went a hell of a lot better, but I don't think there's a healing system in the game other than the bonfires, and the combat feels super, super clunky. Dev, if you know about Dark Devotion, I would maybe take a look at their combat system, because I think it would fit pretty well in this. What was that? I have to move forward. Tip, use light bulbs to see the way? Are we at a point in history where there's actually light bulbs? I thought we were just lighting braziers or something. 5, the monster. Can't carry any more knives. It is a really, really nice visual touch that the knives appear on the character model. See that? They're all gone off my waist and I add them and they're all there. That is a fantastic touch. Oh, Jesus, that's a lot faster than I thought it was. What the fuck? Okay, so the pointy-handed swing is the... Are they both heavy attacks? Weird. Oh, damn it. You just, like, instantly have to jump, no matter what. Yeah, the combat in this is not great. Not great at all. Oh, Lord. All right. I dodged that! And he has a massive reach on a tiny platform. The game seems to know that this is the case, and it gives you a fast respawn, doesn't reset the enemy health, and gives you unlimited projectiles. And I think, as a designer, if you have to resort to that kind of stuff, you might want to take a closer look at hitting your hand doesn't hurt you, and rolling through the shockwave also hurts you. So now we're breaking rules too. Okay, yeah, I can't do this. I'm not interested in doing this. Main menu. Alright, so, the art style is gorgeous. It's got a lot of amazing little details to it, and it's really impressive how a lot of it can actually show off what's going on. The knives showing up on the player model, the breakable blocks actually looking breakable to the point where it's exactly what I thought was going to happen the first time that I saw them. All fantastic. The backgrounds and environments look pretty good, even though they all feel very samey regardless of what's going on, because it's all this like linear, like straight platform where occasionally you'll go up and down and occasionally you'll have some platforming sections, but there doesn't feel like there's a ton of differentiation in terms of the art style between them, and it didn't really seem like there was any kind of progression in terms of the environments that we were going through. The music is pretty good. It definitely sets the tone, but I don't think it's fantastic in and of its own right. It does well to set the mood and let you know what's going on, but I don't think it holds up on its own very well. The platforming felt fantastic. The air control, the precision of all of it, it's definitely the strength of the game mechanically. The control layout works fine for movement, but as soon as you have to interact with something, this right stick to interact and B to stop interacting feels really, really clunky, and since we still have 2 buttons on the right shoulder that we're not using, I think just using the trigger would be a better way to do that. The tapping sections are fine, but I don't think that they need to be there, and it might even be a better use for the right stick to have to spin it, since that's what the player character is doing. The combat sucks. It really sucks. The dodge doesn't feel reliable, like it's usable in every situation. The recovery frames on getting hit are far too long with how quickly enemies can swing a second time, so you end up losing like half of your health in a short combo because you were stun locked into it. That doesn't feel good, ever, no matter what game it is, unless there's a very, very clear and fast tell that you really have to miss in order to get caught in it, where then it feels like your fault and like, yes, I should have taken all of that damage. The player character's attacks feel extremely slow and unresponsive, as well as the block feeling generally pretty useless. The enemy animations are in such a way that they are very, very hard to read in the current state that they're in. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of limb animation outside of the entire limb, so there's not a lot of like subtleties to the movements or anything like that. Everything ends up looking like an action figure swinging something with unbendable arms. The enemy design was really cool. Again, this game has a fantastic art style, and I really like that, but when so much of the gameplay is revolving around something that is so dissatisfying, being the combat, then I have no will to get through a crappy combat section to keep playing, because I know that crappy combat section unlocks more crappy combat sections. The boss was easily the breaking point for me, because you're fighting this massive thing that has massive attacks that do massive damage on a tiny platform, and sure, the respawns are really quick. You get extra projectiles every time. It seemed like some damage carried over, but I only noticed the boss health bar in the last 2 lives that I was going through. If the game is relying on dodge rolls, stamina, and blocking, then you can't take 2 of those away for a boss fight. You have to follow your own rules, and maybe I didn't spend enough time with it to really understand what was going on, but attempting to roll through the shockwave got me killed, and trying to block the hand attacks got me killed. So the only real way I felt like I could avoid damage was running away from it, which completely negates any chance that I have of doing damage. And since there wasn't a hitbox on the arm that was facing me, I felt like I really had to put myself in harm's way to do any amount of damage to him outside of the projectiles. It ends up being a situation where you have to make yourself completely defenseless to attack, and you can only get hit twice before you're done. The way combat was introduced was pretty bad, giving you an enemy that had that enormous jump attack that you couldn't block, and in a section that had traps, it had a pitfall, and it had an item that you were supposed to be moving. Combat should not be introduced in that way. It should be done far before, in a much safer and less stressful situation, so you can get a grasp on what's going on. But I think this game has potential. Like I said, if the developer ends up watching all the way through this, I've given a lot of criticisms, and I would very much suggest taking a look at the game Dark Devotion in terms of its combat style. It uses a block system, it uses directional attacks, and it uses dodge rolls in very much the same way Dark Souls does, but it also does it in a 2D space. And there aren't many melee combat systems in 2D spaces that I like more than Dark Devotions. So if you want to see something that ends up working really well, then I would take a look at that. The enemies have a very clear tell. They have audio cues, they have visual cues, they have attacks that are very avoidable but very punishing at the same time. You have to keep an eye on your stamina, you have to know where you can dodge, and all of that. But I think that's going to be this game's biggest pitfall right now, is getting the combat feeling good, because there's so much of it that constituting a large part of the gameplay with something that doesn't feel good or fun to do makes your game not feel good or fun to play. So I can definitely see this going somewhere, but it needs a lot of work. So I hope that feedback ends up being useful. But this has been the Molten Rock. Thank you so much for watching. My name is CoalFire, and I will see you next time.